And welcome back to Alumni Stadium at C. Wayne Perry Field. We're at halftime here this afternoon. Rob will be joining us again afterwards to take a look at the first half of the ball game. This past summer, we had three basketball players from Hanover that played with the Team USA D3 All Stars down in Brazil, and that is Grace Bezold, and also we've got Max Greenamoyer and Matt Munoz as we have them with us. And Grace, let's start with you first here. You are in your third year at Hanover, Covington Holy Cross. Talk a little bit about the experience that the women had down there in Brazil.
Um, I think we had it a little bit tougher than the boys. We started out playing pro teams instead of the club teams, and our first three games were against pro teams, and our last game was against the club team. And I mean, it was a great experience. Obviously, the women in the pro teams are built a little bit different than the women in the HCAC, but it was just all around a great experience. And I think for me, it definitely made me tougher, definitely made me, realize, I don't know, there's always going to be someone else out there to compete against. So,
And the kind of the tradition started back for the women back several years ago, probably about 10, maybe 12 years ago, when actually the coaching staff was there with Molly Jones, John Jones, and at that time Kyle Wilson. That brought up to you before you went over there about
yes,
three coaches?
yes, it was. When my coach brought it up to me, obviously he talked a little bit about basketball, but he was also talking a lot about food and a lot about Ron Smith. So, you know, it
But
was
what was it
awesome to get to have both.
besides playing ball? Did you get some cultural aspect as well from Brazil?
Oh, definitely. I know the guys can say, but we definitely were immersed in the culture just with, the people that we got to meet on like the guy that drove our bus and our tour guide Leo, who was awesome. And then after games, we would get to meet people on the team and we would get to trade clothes with them. And every night we're having like a Brazilian dinner. So, every day was just being immersed in their culture, which was really awesome.
And that's one thing. Hanover is pretty famous for uh, the studying abroad. And this isn't exactly studying abroad, but it kind of was because you're playing basketball and learning a little bit. And guys, Max, what about your experience when it came to playing over in Brazil or playing down in Brazil?
Yeah, so I can definitely attest to what Grace is saying that they had it more tough than we did. We played three club teams and one pro team. And I mean, it was all around obviously a great experience. Like Grace also mentioned, there are some grown men down there, grown women down there that are bigger than you. And it shows that, again, there's other people that'll give you a run for your money, and it's a lot different than the HCAC. But overall, basketball wise, I mean, it was an awesome trip. Great group of guys, too.
And Matt, you were coming off of an injury from last year into the season. You kind of rebuilt yourself as the season went on. How did this experience help you during the summer?
Yeah, honestly, it gave me a lot of confidence getting down and getting to play like live competitive games during the summer with some really talented players from around the country that were on that Team USA team. And I think the biggest thing it did for me was just bring me confidence.
And that helped you out quite a bit because the limited time that you saw, you didn't come back till what, mid-January or so, early February, and then into the conference. So that was a little bit different there. And Grace, let's take a look at the women there. Compare them to the Transy women's team from last year.
Um, I would say that the Transy women's team could shoot a lot better than the girls in Brazil, but the girls in Brazil are so much more, I think, just like like pushing the ball forward. I think like with pressing and stuff, and like they're definitely a lot stronger. Like the strength that they had was definitely more and more physical, or you're definitely allowed to play more physical down there. So I'm thinking, hoping, that stuff's preparing me for the season, getting to play all that tough physical basketball.
And basically, you were playing not really every day, but almost every other day down there.
Mhm.
So you were getting a lot of action on the court.
Yeah.
And you're now in practice for the upcoming 23-24 season. For the women especially, it's you guys have got a nucleus that has got a lot of talent on this ball club back. Sure, you got that team down there by UK that is going to be good again, but you guys are going to probably give it all. You never know what happens by the end of the season.
Yep.
You guys had Trine. You've got Eastern Kentucky coming up here on Monday. There's a Division I team, and that will help you out a little bit before you go to Augustana to play in a tournament there.
Yes, of course I will.
And then finally getting home on November 20th against Center. And I know you're looking forward to playing at home because last year you played just conference games at home. You didn't play really
Yeah.
a non-conference. This way will give you a chance to play in front of the home crowd.
Yep. It's gonna be
And,
good. Can't wait.
and Max, let's talk a little bit about these games there prepared you for the Andersons, for the Manchesters that were right there last year, and again with the nucleus that you guys have got coming back. Of course, Ty is going to come back for his 5th year. It's going to help you guys out quite a bit. What are you going to bring back to the table?
Yeah, I mean, Ty, obviously, first team all conference player. I mean, scores a lot of points, guards everyone well, shoots good percentages. That's obviously huge back. Bryce Gilman coming back also. Coleman Sater too. And then Matt, kind of coming back fully there, fully healthy. Like, I mean,
Pardon the dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we're really excited about the basketball coming up.
Yeah, not only
Go ahead.
not only the guys that are coming back, but the guys who maybe didn't get to play as much last year, looking for them to step up and give us some good minutes too. So excited to see that.
Again, I want to apologize about the dog. He sees something outside, and there you go, right there. But anyway, you guys had Notre Dame just this past week. You guys are going to start off against Spalding coming up at home on November 8th. That's a pretty good start because Spalding has come into be a pretty good program.
Yeah, it seems like every we play them, they get better. They take another step. So, I mean, that's always a good game to start off of. And then I think that's really our first home game, obviously, but then we don't play at home for a month or so. So, I mean, we're excited to, take on Collier.
And, last year you guys came, so close, in the Final Four and everything. And I know you're shooting at it for this year to try to get that conference championship.
For sure.
And Grace, this is a time for, you guys. You've got such a young team per se, this year that, you got a chance to gel from last year, but you're even gelling even more. A lot of the gals who were like sophomores last year, juniors last year, you're a little bit older. You're like, for example, the juniors, you're just about like seniors this year. Sophomores last year, like juniors. So you've got, the experience there against everybody.
Yeah, I think we're bringing a lot of talent back, and especially with my class with, Catherine Benter, Taylor Heath, Katie, all of us have, seen the court starting. So I feel like it's really big to have 4 starters returning. And then, we have Reese Sexton, our senior, and Taylor's our senior too. So she's listening to this. She wants me to say that, so I better say it. Yeah, I think we just have a lot of hard workers returning and a lot of people who can contribute a lot. And also, like Matt said, we have some good freshmen too that are coming in, and people that can step up that are younger too this year. So I think it'll be a really good year for us.
Now, one thing that I want to preach, I'm going to have the guys do the same thing here. I've preached ever since I've been, doing Hanover College athletics that really the people that are local, I'm talking, Jefferson County, Trumbull County, Carroll County, Switzerland County, they need to come out and watch you guys because they're going to see something special. You guys are true student athletes out there, but you can get hooked because you guys play as hard and as good sometimes against are against the teams that Division Ones will play. So that
Yeah,
helps out quite a
hey,
bit.
yeah, get them out here. I mean, we play fast, we play hard, guard really well. I mean, it's fun basketball to watch.
And the girls, same way, Grace, right?
Yep. I would say we play just as hard and fast as the boys. So.
And the thing of it is, what people don't realize is that it's not that expensive. You got your Louisville shirt on. Heck, we're cheaper than Louisville are. But you get better.
Yep.
I think better product. Sometime. Plus, with Mad Ticks now, they can get the tickets online and everything. So that helps out. Grace, I want to say thank you very much for coming on with us. Again, everybody, I want to apologize for the dog. Baxter saw something outside and he got kind of crazy. But, want to apologize for that. But listen, I want to say thank you very much. The very best to you this upcoming season.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And Max and Matt, again, want to say thank you to you guys for stopping by and talking. And again, people need to get out there against Spalding coming up on November 8th. That's just coming up this coming next week.
Yep, of course. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And again, be out there watching. Check the schedule on the Hanover Athletic website, both men's and women's basketball, and get out and watch some of these ball games. Rob's coming up next. He'll take a look at the first half stats as you're watching the Hanover Sports Network.